Imagine not being Leeds, not feeling this pain, not dancing through thunder, not walking through rain. Imagine not rising with fists in the air when the world turned its back and no one would care. We've lived in the ashes, we've drowned in defeat, but still we stand proud on our battered old feet. Imagine not loving with all that you are. Imagine not being Leeds.
We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
We do love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Now then, everybody, I hope everybody's doing fine. That you've all had a good week, and it's the weekend, thank God. But yeah, no late night Leeds today, as you've probably realised. Adam was busy. Me and Boss Nass decided to give it a miss. It being international break, and we'll have an action-packed one next Friday. I've still got Mr. Whitesnake's poem because he does me one every week. And even though it's not a late night Leeds, I am going to share the poem that he has wrote for tonight at some point today too. Because I absolutely love it when he does me one. So yeah, it will be getting shared. So anybody who just comes for Steve's poem, don't worry, it's still on here. And go check out Mr. Whitesnake's channel too. He's been putting a bit more poetry on his channel, which is brilliant. So yes, go check out Mr. Whitesnake. Hope everyone's doing well. Get into the comments. Martin Nolan, 10 o'clock on a Friday night. I'll be 10 pints in, man. You know me by now, Martin. You know this is what I do, mate. And if 10 pints by 10's your thing, then that's what you do too, bud. And we're all here for it. Love it. Hope you're well, buddy. Tezza, hey up, mate, as ever. Hope you're good. Danny Green, evening all, evening, mate. So, obviously in this, I'm going to have a bit of a chinwag. Get your comments in. We'll go through it together. Bring every comment on. We'll have a natter. Obviously, international break. A lot of people having a bit of a moan that there isn't much to talk about, which there isn't. But if you love to talk about Leeds, we'll talk about something, won't we? So I quite enjoy the solo streams that I do, maybe once or twice a week. Bar Late Night Leeds, it's my favourite way to sort of do content. I love it. Just, come on here with no sort of preconceived ideas, what I really want to talk about. I just love speaking to my mates about Leeds United and football and life and whatever else in between. So, yeah, we'll sort of touch on the 7 games we've had. Sort of see what the temperature in the room is with you guys. Are you happy? Are you not? And we'll just sort of go through it. And then, obviously, the turn of the week will come in, and then we'll all be gearing towards that Burnley fixture, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. But yeah, I've got a bit of fun as well, and I've got some little clips to share you what I've been putting on my TikTok lately. So if anyone uses TikTok and don't follow me, where have you been? Under a rock, clearly. Only messing. But go check me out on TikTok too if you don't watch on there. I'm having a bit of fun over there at a minute. Winding up the Scum fans. Really winding them up too. It's going to be brutal if we don't beat them on the 3rd of Jan. Maybe it's 2nd if it changes for Sky. But yeah, if you don't follow me on TikTok and you do use TikTok, please go follow me on there too. Angela, I hope you're well. You've had a good week. We love evening everyone. Ryan Cook, YouTube, but I hope you're good. Evening, people. John McKinney. Hey up, John. All right, my lad. I'm good, mate. Hope you're well too, John. Good evening, one and all. Hey up, Dave, my mate. Hope you're good. Evening, Matty, my boy. Hey up, Mike, my boy. All right, Matty, mate, and everyone. Hey up, Philip. Just smash the like for you, bro. Cheers, bro. Legend, mate. Thanks a lot, buddy. Yeah, if everyone can smash the like, please, that would really help the channel out at the minute. Because for some reason, I don't know if people can let me know in the comment section. So obviously you're here now. Is this because by chance I'm going to come live at 10? Or have you all been notified? Because it's been quite weird at the minute. There's loads of reasons why algorithms change and all that. And that is what it is. I'm not a techie sort of person. But what I will say is, like on Late Night Leeds last Friday, we did the live at 10 o'clock, finished at about 11:30, as you know. But I woke up to a message off Boss Nass. Boss Nass messaged me about 3 o'clock in the morning saying he'd just been alerted that Late Night Leeds was starting like 3-4 hours after it had gone live. So I just sort of wondered, do you guys get notified still when, obviously, if you've got a notification bell on, or are you just sort of in the space having a nose and it pops up? But yeah, there's a lot of people not getting notified at the minute that, I'm going live or I've posted a video and views are down. So if anyone can, if you just keep smashing that like, and that's sort of all I can do in this space, you just sort of double down on that. Say, please like and be a bit of a begging and a little bit of a moaner, but I know you guys don't mind. Where was bridging the gap? Yeah, I've been poorly, Alice, this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a touch of the old man flu, boy flu. But now I'm a little bit run down. I'll be honest with you, I've been a little bit down this week. No, not too major, but I found myself being a bit ignorant, in terms of messages. Obviously, I get a lot of messages on WhatsApp and part of a lot of WhatsApp groups, and sort of just not really been feeling replying to people. I don't know why. Not too drastic, not too major, but yeah, a little bit not myself this week. And I think that started just the week started off a bit poorly. As I say, I messaged Wayne on Monday and just says I feel like I'm coming down with something. I'm going to give it a miss this week if that's okay, and he was fine with it. But that's all the reason we didn't do that, really. But then as week's gone on, I've been a bit lethargic this week. I haven't really been able to get in swing of it with work. Like I said, I felt myself not replying to messages and not being involved in the sort of group dynamics that I am, in and out of YouTube, and been a bit withdrawn. And then today my car broke down, so my car's just contact gallery got towed straight after work. Nightmare. So I haven't been the best weeks, really. Yeah. But I'm okay. But that's why there were no bridging the gap. Is this Willie news true? Philip, all I'll say on that is it's true that there's people looking at him, but that's probably the same for so many players. There's a lot of people put stuff out there and the thumbnails make it look like it's, maybe bigger news than what it is. There'll be loads of players that we have that teams are looking at because I've got some good players, believe it or not, and is it out of the realms of possibility that it goes to Saudi? Some will say no, some will say yeah, but for me, he ain't going to go in January to Saudi. I just don't see it happening. To buy players in January, Philip, I think we probably need to offload one or two. This room, talk of do we move Pinot on if he's not playing? Will someone come in for Nonto? I don't think we'll sell someone like Nonto. There's an argument if we sell Nonto, Philip, we've got to buy two in January. Are Leeds going to sell Willie Nonto and bring in two wingers in January? It's just not going to happen, is it, mate? So there's probably a little bit of truth in it. They're looking at him, but I do think at that age, with he's still got a decent trajectory. I think it'd be daft to move to Saudi if you're Willie Nonto. I know the money's brilliant, but I think he's too young to move to Saudi. You've seen that Duran go at an early age as well, and yeah, he's ended up Fenerbahce now, moving back over to Europe. And yeah, I don't see it, mate. I don't see it. There's obviously something in it because people are reporting it, but yeah, I honestly, I'd be gobsmacked, mate. Evening, hey up, Richard. Hope you're good, buddy. Luke Little V Price, what I give Arthur. I used to watch darts all the time. Even went to a few of the Premier League games, but I haven't watched it for a while. Felt like I love it last few years, to be fair. Jeff Williams, Welsh Leeds fan here. 2 tough games for our boys before Burnley. Game hopefully injury free. Yeah, hey up, Jeff. I hope you're well, buddy. Hope everything's good in your life, mate. Yeah, the Burnley game and I think again the very winnable games, aren't they? Very, very winnable games. The West Ham game, should I say, at home as well. I look at them too, and I think they're both winnable. I think 3 points is a minimum. 4 points is a must, and 6 points is definitely doable. So I'm just really focusing on that point per game sort of average, and we are a point better off than how many games we've played. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, I think we're hitting a nice little fixture run now. I think it's 4 easy-ish games, but it is 3 away from home. I think it's Burnley away, innit? Burnley away, West Ham at home, Brighton away, Forest away. I think that's the 4, I think. So 3 away games in 4 games. Is that right? Let me just check that. Burnley, West Ham, Brighton, Forest, yeah, it is. And then Villa at home, City away. Then it gets horrible after that. But yeah, we've had a hardish sort of start, a tough start, I'd say. But we are about to hit decent 4 fixtures there, but 3 of them are away from home. And even if it looks an easier fixture on paper, or league standings, and you think you've got half a chance, it is tough getting any point away from home, especially if you can come up with a win and get 3 points like we did at Wolves. You look at the opposition and think maybe it's a winnable game, but to win away from home in Premier League is tough no matter who you play. So the fact it's 3 away from home, that does make it a lot tougher, but they are winnable games. I think Brighton's the toughest game there for me. Take these off. Good win for Northern Ireland tonight, beat Slovakia too. Did they? Wow, Richard, class. Didn't know that, mate. That is a decent win. Pete Hodgson, evening, Matty. We'll smash a like. Thanks a lot, Pete. Class that, mate. Yeah, like I say, anyone, if you don't mind sticking a like, and if you aren't already, that's great. Thank you. Watched the Scotland game last night, Northern Ireland game tonight. Makes a nice change and bridge the gap between league games. Yeah, I suppose it does, mate, when the home nations win a few. Nope, I have to go hunting. Hey up, mate. Hope you're well, Mr. Whitesnake. Good to catch you live, but not notified. Yeah, no, had to go. And it's crap, is that, isn't it? It's absolutely crap. Cheers, Stuart, for that. My notification is fine for me, always on time. It's mad. I get notifications now. I'm using the app on iPhone, but watch through Virgin Media TV and don't get notifications there, even though they are set. Right, okay. A lot of people have been getting, yeah, they have, Philip, all the time. All the time. It's mad because like when Joe Blackburn goes live, I get notified on my phone when Joe Blackburn goes live half an hour before he goes live saying he's on in 30 minutes. And I always get Joe Blackburn's, but I don't get all the Leeds Bros. I don't get Connors. No, sorry, I do get Connors. I don't get Jers. I don't get all the Joe Waymans. It's weird. It's so weird. There's something around my nephew. Yeah, there's all else has had it. So that's a few at work have had it as well. Dave, new COVID bug. William Morris, surname Bill, evening Matty. Hope all is well. Smash those likes. Cheers, Bill. Hope you're well. Hey all, hey up L. LA, hope you're well. I'm with my Man United fan mate. Can you please give a good roast for him? Oh, I've got some of my TikTok sketches on here for him. I've got 3 of him. Don't worry. Don't worry. He'll yeah. he'll know about it by end of stream. Don't you worry. Love that. Love that. Funny. Surviving. That's what I like to hear, Ellie. That's what I like to hear. I've actually put I put some links in description. Let's get this up. Let me bring onto the screen. So today is World Mental Health Day. We want to remind you that your life matters, not just today, but every single day. Even when the world feels heavy or the light seems far away, please hold on. You've made it through so much already, and your strength will carry you forward. You are not alone in your struggles. You are valued, you are needed, and you are loved, even when your mind tries to tell you otherwise. So, yeah, it's World Mental Health Day today. So, I just wanted to read that out, and I've put some phone numbers and links in the description of the video. Samaritans, Young Minds, Suicide Prevention UK, Sane Line Calm, and alternatively text shout, and obviously Andy's Man Club as well in there too. But I put some links in the description. Just thought I'd shout that out today, and obviously you're seeing Ellie on screen there. I thought I'd shout out when I brought you up. So yeah, I hope you're well, Ellie. Surviving is good enough for me. Keep smiling, lass. Richard Hogan, West Ham could be tricky, especially seeing as new. Yeah, potentially, mate. But at home against a side that's currently below us, and a side I tipped for a bit of a struggled season. It's a team we should be targeting. I think if we can get Burnley 3 points at Burnley, Richard, that opens door. Then done it for the possibility of being quite happy with a draw at home at West Ham. I think if you lose to Burnley or draw, the pressure just ramps up again, doesn't it? So I think get the big 3 points at Burnley in the bag, and then after that we'll see how it goes. What a goal for Hume. Yeah, I haven't seen it, John. I haven't seen it. Nice to see Biel getting 90 minutes. Yeah, I've heard Jeff. I heard he got 90 minutes. He needs it, doesn't he? He needs it because he may be called upon soon. I don't think he starts over Strauch. I still don't. But if he's getting minutes ahead of coming back to Leeds, then that's great as long as he doesn't get injured. Danny Green, possible double digit from next 5 games. You reckon? It won't be easy. Brighton away, toughest coming up, but 3 winnable games coming up. Yeah, they are winnable. Look, I do look at the next 2 and think 4 points is probably what we'll get. 6 is possible. Brighton away, I think we'll probably lose that. I won't lie. But then Forest away, again, it depends. Will Ange still be there? Will he be replaced? Will he have? His head's definitely on chopping block at minute. So it's an interesting one to see if he'll still be there or not when we play them in 4 games time. So yeah, it's looking good from where we are. Looking really good. Here in the garden. Oh, Michelle Doherty. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Thanks so much for that. Thank you for your super chat. Really appreciate it. I hope you're well. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Angela, I didn't have notification for tonight, mate. I looked on your channel to see if anything was scheduled. Hope you feel better soon. You'll be back to yourself soon. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I appreciate that. And thanks that you come looking for me. Love that. I think if I went missing, my wife wouldn't even pop up, open door and give me a shout, see where I am, to be fair, sometimes. But no, I appreciate that. But like I say, I thought I'd just mention it because so many people are saying they've got the notification on and no one's getting notified when we go live or anything. It's mad. It's mad. We just got to keep plugging away and hope it sort of fixes itself. I don't know about you, Philip, but I think everyone's got a friend that supports Scum, because there's always one like Sado who lives in Leeds or around Leeds, or I went to school with, who supports Man United just because they used to win stuff. Remember when they used to win stuff? Glad was international break. Got to watch the darts this week. Yeah, that's fair. Never alone, too right. You're welcome, Ellie. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. Luke Humphries on next, Leeds United fan. Yeah, I like Humphries as well. I do like him. Evening all up top banana. All Leeds that week. MOT indeed. Ellie, do you want to smile? Do you want to smile? This one's for Imagine Man United fan. Honestly, I'm an absolute fool. You know what I'm like for little use of my AI now and again and stuff. So I've had a few videos go viral on TikTok this week, just messing about, a little bit of banter. I'm loving how shite Scum are, so I'm just creating little bits. So yeah, this isn't just about 250,000 views. It went pretty mad the other day. So if you haven't seen it, here you go.
Man United's bus are falling off. The wheels on Man United's bus are falling off all season long. The fans in the stands go moan, 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 moan. The fans in the stands go moan, moan, moan. Glory days are gone. Bruno on the pitch goes winch, 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 winch. Bruno on the pitch goes winch, 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 because he's a bell end. The keeper in the goal goes flap, 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 flap. The keeper in the goal goes flap, flap, flap. Cuss and Schmeichel, you've all been crap. The trophy cabinet goes dust, 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 dust. The trophy cabinet goes dust, dust, dust. It's empty once again. P.S. Please don't ever not think you're crap, because you are.
Because you are. Oh, I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm an idiot. But yeah, I've been messing around with AI doing those. So have you got Jonah singing this, mate? No, I haven't. But yeah, it's to be fair, that one, not that one, the other one, I've got a few more. The other ones I like, yeah. But yeah, not good when it's got odd swear wording really, but yeah, he loves them, does our Jonah. But yeah, I've been messing around with that. Just a little bit of fun, and I'm getting a bit of backlash from Scum fans, and I love it. I am here for it. I don't mind it at all. That was funny. Cheers, Mr. Whitesnake. I've got two more to show you in a bit as well. Michelle Dowitt, Leeds fan with a heart. Wow, thank you again. Honestly, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Thanks, Michelle. You absolute star. Yeah, you don't have to do that, obviously. But thank you. Never know what to say when anyone gives money or does money. I never know how to really take it, other than you've clearly got a heart too. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. It's a nice little touch, considering I've been panicking about my car all day. So yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, my love. You're a lovely person. Thank you. Lost train of thought there. That was funny. Cheers, Mr. Whitesnake. Right then, Jeff Williams, what's your thoughts on Burnley game, mate? Not sure if Farke will be a bit more attacking in this game. I think we should go for the win, even though you know what it is, right? I was looking at thinking, if James Anonto's back, maybe he starts them over Aronson. And then the Tanaka as well, thinking, does Tanaka come in potentially for Stark or Longstaff? There's been a bit of talk about that. I think looking at the actual schedules, it's pretty bad, isn't it? I think the international schedules, I'm sure Tanaka's playing on like Thursday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday morning for Japan against Australia, I think I heard. Brendan Aronson for USA, I'm sure he's playing Wednesday. Does that cause a bit of a problem for Leeds United? I'd say so. I actually would have liked, Jeff, to see Aronson play on against Burnley. Genuinely would like to see Aronson keep his spot, and I'm not an Aronson fan at all. It's taking some, I don't know, it's taken me by surprise that I'm actually enjoying watching Aronson play. I haven't said that. I don't think I've ever said that, even when he first joined Leeds. I think he's probably outperforming anything I thought he'd do. I think away from home, I understand the Aronson decision to play him anyway. Since the Fulham game, I sort of think he's been deserving of his spot. I do look at a game like Burnley away, though, and think their games we should be targeting a win. So go for it. And I said that after Fulham. Why don't we just go for it a bit more? Why is he being so negative, leaving Nonto on bench, etc. But I actually think we've seen what, 3 goals at Wolves. 2 in last, 4 in last two in each game as well. So what's that? 7 goals in last 3 games. We're scoring goals now. So Aronson's not massively affecting us in a bad way going forward. If Calvert-Lewin had his shooting boots on, maybe he'd have had a couple of assists in there. His shot also led to the Okafor goal against Spurs. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we takes it. We've seen, a couple of years ago, Jeff? Last year, a 0-0, dead rubber. Farke v Parker, proper boring game, wasn't it, there at Turf Moor, 0-0. I do think we've got a lot more going forward this year, though. Just genuinely feel it. I feel like every time we get ball, when we cross the halfway line, we're going to make something happen. Set pieces, now we look good at them. So, yeah, I think he'll target his 3 points. I don't think he'll... The only game I'd say has been massively negative in tactics for me were Fulham. I feel like against Fulham, we were a little bit fearful of Fulham. The whole London thing, and we got battered against Arsenal long before that. And I think we give Fulham too much respect when I thought that was a winnable game. I think Burnley, he'll go there with, respect the opposition. We'll be hard to beat, like we always are. But I do think you'll see us have a lot of ball. I think we'll play like it's a bit of a home game, and I think we'll win 3-0, mate. I think we'll go there and batter them because the goals have come now. The floodgates have opened, should they say? And I believe Calvert-Lewin will get, maybe a goal or 2 in both of these 2 games as well. I think Calvert-Lewin's tide will turn from just being a good player, being one of the best performers on the day, to actually burying his chances, Jeff. So, yeah, I'm super confident about Burnley, super confident about West Ham. The Brighton game, not confident at all. And Forest after that, I'm fairly confident. So the next 4 will stand us in good stead. It'll show us where we are because we're playing teams now in and around us. So it's gonna be a decent sort of barometer to measure off of and see where we are going to be. And they say after 10 games you've got a good sort of it's a decent amount to sort of view where you are and assess how you're doing. 7 games in with the teams we've played, I think we can all sort of say we're doing better. We're doing better than a lot of people thought. The pundits, the opposition fans, a lot of people I speak to, even at work and stuff. I've been to Manchester today. And I had to mix it with Scum fans and City fans and, all sorts of fans, a Blackburn fan. They're all saying good things about Leeds. They're all saying, we're playing good football. A lot of them don't rate Calvert-Lewin. Pretty much everyone outside Leeds think, we need a proven goal scorer or someone who's going to score 15 to 20. I keep telling them they don't exist for a team like Leeds United. They just don't. But Calvert-Lewin is doing really good stuff for me. And I'm really happy where we all are. I'm super, super happy. Priestley should be singing that song. Yeah, she's an absolute legend. Honestly, Michelle, thanks so much, man. Thank you. Generous to the point, 100%. USA, yeah. Japan result, honestly, mad. We just don't need these sort of fixtures, do we, Richard? Maybe people aren't putting their notifications on. That's what you'll need to do, you'll, I think. Yeah, honestly, Philip, I've spoken to some people who have it on all the time and used to get notified every time, mate, and they're not getting notified now at all. It's mad. It's mad. Japan will play Brazil. Michelle, Matty Watt, 50k. What a genuine. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, it was 42 mile on it, and it took me 18 and a half hours, I think it was, Michelle. And I've still got, obviously they're not blisters no more, but I've still got the dead skin where the blisters popped eventually, and my feet are still not great. My right knee's still pretty bad. So after that walk, what about a month ago now, I still at 100% physically. And there's a few lads who did it with us as well. There's one lad in particular called Dave who I don't think he's worked a full week since doing walk. He completed the walk, but I think he's only done most he's done 3 days in a week, and he's had a couple of full weeks off because his knee's gone. Proper batters, it proper batters. Did that walk, and I'd do it all again in a heartbeat, and I'll do it again next year. I think Aronson will be back too late back. This is what I mean, Steve. How bad's that? How bad's that? We're already fragile as well, in terms of squad numbers. And on that right hand side, it's so poor is our squad depth at minute for the injuries we've had. And obviously form as well, like Dan James isn't in form. Willie Nonto's been in and out. Even if they're fit, they're not going to be match sharp. They're not going to be good to go, really. And, Aronson, who has been doing well, the fact that he's going to probably come back too late to play, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. If that helps with the people who aren't getting enough gear, yeah, cheers, Philip. You're a top lad, mate. Top mate of mine now. Appreciate that. Joe had it on his news today, but can't remember the time. Yeah, I'd seen it, mate. That's where I'd seen it earlier. I just know they were very close for comfort, one with Richard, and it definitely is. You know, they're definitely going to affect it. He even said, didn't he, that Tanaka's is that late, he can't see him being anything but the bench. Which, don't get me wrong, Tanaka doesn't feel as it's mad, isn't it? Tanaka missing doesn't feel as big as Aronson missing. That's actually a fact. Imagine saying that last season, because the likelihood is Tanaka would have started on the bench anyway. The likelihood is. The big one for me is hoping all the Wales lads get through. Is it Belgium they play on Tuesday? Wednesday? Imagine if I happened to Ampadu in that, or Rodon, or Darlow. Oh, nightmare. With the jet lag of Aronson, Farke will maybe consider to bring Nonto in the style. Yeah, that's how I sort of see it, Sebastian. That's how I sort of see it. But like I say, it's a bit of a risk. But he hasn't really got a choice with that one, has he? I mean, I would always start Dan James when fit. But yeah, Nonto, again, it would be James, then Nonto, then Aronson. But as it is right now, the balance, what he's bringing to the side, a fit Aronson, who's in probably decent form for Aronson. He's in a bit of a hot streak for himself. People may laugh at that, but I think for Aronson, this is pretty red hot form right now we're seeing. To bringing in a non-award of James, who's been out injured and not really fired so far, is a little bit of a shitter, really, I'd say, based on the fact that it's due to international games getting in way, which it's just annoying. We don't have a squad big enough really to cope with that. So yeah, if Aronson isn't deemed, fit enough, or isn't deemed like he's had enough time with Leeds to be considered for a game, it'll be annoying as chuff, man. It really will. Burnley don't have Trafford, Egan, Riley, which could make them easy. Yeah, I mean, they don't have the same side. They don't, defensively, they haven't got some of the stars from last season, but they've still got the star in terms of that sort of defensive solidarity he brings to a side, and that's Scott Parker. He'll make it tough. It won't be an easy game going to Turf Moor, but I think the way we're playing, if we can get that early goal, I think we can run out 3-0 winners. But it could be a very tough one for us. It really could. I'm hoping it can be a clean sheet. I think the clean sheet's massive in this game. Massive. We have been leaking goals. Don't feel like we've been leaking chances, but we've been leaking goals, and they've only been moments. I don't really feel like many teams have had a sustained bit of pressure against us. I feel that's something we've coped with really well this season. I think we've looked the dominant side in pretty much all games bar Arsenal, and had pockets of time where I've watched us, and it feels like we're still in Championship, knocking ball around for fun, and I think we look really comfortable at this level. And I think that's the best compliment I can give this Leeds United side and Daniel Farke. We look very comfortable and settled at this level. We look like a Premier League side, in my opinion. Other opposition fans who maybe just see scoreline or whatever and don't actually do the research may laugh at that. But you look at the stats as well. The expected XG, which I'm not an XG, I'm not even a stats merchant, to be fair. I just use the eye test. But it's there. It's there for a reason. We'd be fifth, I think, on what we're creating and what we should be putting away. So the chance we're creating and what we should be putting away, we're right up there mixing it with best sides in league. Creativity was supposed to be a problem because we haven't got that creative spark. Well, we're finding it from somewhere, and luckily for us, it's coming from all over pitch, coming from players we didn't expect it. Like I say, a couple of moments. Aronson could have had a couple of assists more, than what he's had. And yeah, I'm dead happy with where we are. Dead happy. Dead happy. John says Burnley need to give a reason or two to show why they deserve to be in this league. They beat us, but now need other rivals. I see one all over the Burnley match or another last minute concede. Oh, don't be telling me that. Yeah, you know what I will say is, as much as I look at Burnley away and go, yeah, we can win that. That's a winnable game for Leeds. They'll certainly, John, look at Leeds coming to Turf Moor and say, well, that's one of our easiest home games this season. And it should be, newly promoted sides coming to you, or when you're playing, they should be games you're targeting points. So it's a massive 2 games for us, John, because not a win's brilliant for Leeds United to try and pull away, but we're playing sides that are below us, so it feels like 6 pointers, doesn't it? If we can beat Burnley, we're gaining 3 points from them. That they can't get 3 points that weekend too. Same with West Ham, so it's massive, and I think it creates a 7-point gap if we beat Burnley, which it feels huge. I think they're on 4 points. Might be more than that. It might be 4 points clear now. It'd be 7 points. It's a massive gap. And then same, I think West Ham are on similar points. So if we can get that sort of gap after 8-9 games, it's massive. So it feels they feel like huge 6 pointers already, in my opinion. Jeff says Farke doesn't like to make changes. Agree with you about Aronson though. DCL needs a goal. It's a must win, I reckon. Crazy after 7 games, but 3 points. I like rocking horse shit in this league. Exactly, Jeff. They are like rocking horse shit in this league. So I don't go as far as a must win, because if we draw Burnley but we beat West Ham, I think that's still good enough. But I think 4 points feels a must in these 2 games. It really does. We've got to win one of them for me, minimum, and try not to get beat in other. Let's get shitloads of people in here. Cheers, Philip. I don't know how you're going to do that. Appreciate that, though, buddy. Thanks, mate. I was in Manchester today. I went for the Ricky Hatton funeral. I was in the crowd somewhere. Oh, were you, Dave? Oh, wow. I seen picture of Tyson Fury wearing a suit with his face all over it. I'm hoping that was some sort of. I'm sure Ricky Hatton will have enjoyed that, but I seen it and just thought, fucking hell, Tyson. But it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, I've seen pictures from it, mate. That's class that you went there, Dave. That's class. I'm sure the crowd was very, very big, and very deserved as well for one of my boxing and sporting heroes. Love the guy. Evening, mate. Late show up. No notification. Of course not, Nige. Thanks, mate. Thanks for letting me know as well, pal. There's no we can do about it, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks for coming in, Nige. You're a legend. Nightmare, innit? Everyone hurry up and join this YouTube video chat. Cheers, Philip, mate. Class. Burnley only win against Sunderland, a promoted team, done nothing against Prem team. Should be an easy 3-0 top banana. So I think it'll be a tough game, but still it's a 3-0. So I'm a bit of a liar, aren't I? Be a tough 3-0 that. When's that ever a thing? A tough 3-0. Is that even? That's not a thing, is it? Good prediction, yeah, too, right. Yeah, it really is happening all over. It really is. 4-1. Oh, you saying we're going to concede? Negative Nelly. Smash the guys like smash the guys likes. Smash those guys likes. Yeah, smash the likes, guys. Cheers, Nige. Yeah, please do. It really does help. Aronson most likely will start despite all this. Ideally taking off 40. I don't think he'll take him off for 45 minutes. He definitely don't do that. It's a tough one because, like I say, Farke don't change. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him bang Aronson in. But I want to say the way Aronson plays, out on that right hand side, he's absolutely knackered. When he gets around 75th, 80th minute, and that's down to his pure hard work. He's grafting like there's no tomorrow. I don't think you can play Aronson with the high energy he brings. I think if you play Aronson and he isn't going to be able to give it his 100%, I think he'll stand out a mile as a weak link. I think when he has a good game and he's playing at his pomp and he's showing those energy levels, I think he can be massively effective. And I think he's been brilliant the last 2 or 3 games. I think if he's coming in already cooked from playing international duty and so many air miles, I don't think it's worth risking him. I really don't. I think you start someone like a Nonto or a James, well, not James now, but a Nonto who's fit or fitish. And if you can get that lead, then you can bring Brendan on for the last 20, 25 minutes, knowing that he's got enough in the tank for that length of time. And it'll be great to see a game out. Great to see a game out. We haven't really utilised him for that because he's played so many minutes as a starting player. But I do quite like the idea of a Jack Harrison and a Brendan Aronson as the wingers that come on when you're leading to see the game out. I think Tanaka has done it to get minutes in with Farke, not playing him enough. It might make Farke think, though. Yeah, it might do. It'll be interesting to see how his role at Leeds develops, Steve, in the coming weeks and months, because he's going to have a struggle to get in there if there's no injuries to the 3. But I rate Tanaka very, very highly. And I know he's had a bit of a talk, hasn't he? It happens all the time. You're at the club, you're at Leeds. You're just in it when you get that breathing space to go out for a week or so on international duty. You start having media chats and interviews, and it always comes out. They'll ask you about your stuff and about seeing Biol, and they blow it up. And I've seen people doing content on it. It blows up to be bigger than what it is. If Biol gets asked, and if Tanaka gets asked if they're happy about sitting on the bench, and they say yes, I don't want them at the club. I fully expect every player who's on the bench at that level, a Harry Gray or a youngster, it's different. But a Biol or a Tanaka, if they're getting asked, are you happy about the lack of minutes? They should be saying, hell no. No, I'm not. And, I'm doing everything I can to get back in that side. And that's what it should be like. So a lot of people have made a lot about that, and for me, it's exactly what they should be saying. They should be showing that bite and that sort of edge to prove themselves and say, I'm not happy. I'm a professional footballer. I want to be playing. I want to play minutes. It's a World Cup year too, which is massive. So that's something to think about. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting, Steve, to see what Tanaka can do to get in that side. Sunday, Monday. DCL the double and he misses out on a hat trick. I would be absolutely over the moon if he can get one goal, let alone two. Top Banana, he has got a point, mate. I'm just I'm leaving it to a point where it's sort of the numbers sort of boost or hit the heights of what they're probably going to hit. Got 54 in here at the minute. Please smash a like if you haven't already. And yeah, I will wax Steve's pouring on soon, mate. He's still done me one, even though it's not Late Night Leeds. Late Night Leeds will be back next Friday. Lee Naylor, hey up, buddy. He'll start Harris on the left and Okafor on the right. Imagine, hope not. I just don't think he'll play on right, Okafor. I mean, it's mad, isn't it, Lee, right? Because we live in this world now where it's like we talk about a winger and we talk about like playing on opposite side like it's an alien sport for them, Like, Okafor, he said that, Okafor on right, Lee, you crazy guy. No, mate. No, you madman. No way is Okafor playing at right and like, why not? But we see it a lot, don't we? Non-Oka playing both. Imagine Dan James at left. Well, sometimes they switch it up and mid-game they go over there. But imagine if you saw Dan James lining up at left from off. You'd be like, what? Has he lost his head? What's he doing? It's like putting Pascal in net. Like, it's really not that crazy, but it feels it sometimes, doesn't it? But yeah, I don't think he'll do that. But if you look at it, if Nonto's not fully fit, Aronson's jet lagged, Harrison and Okafor are the only two maybe you can lean on. Is it daft? Maybe not. I think he'd probably still stick Okafor on left, if I'm honest. He'd have him cutting onto his right foot. I think he'd play Harrison on right, which we have seen already as well. And he'd cutting onto his left. But yeah, it's an interesting thought, Lee, to be fair. It's a possibility. Why not? If they're both fit and haven't done much travelling. Does anyone know if the news on will it now? There is no news. Well, thanks, Michelle. Thank you. Jeff Williams just shows how thin our squad is, really. Can't see him starting Nonto as he hasn't played for a while. Yeah, true. Very true. Say maybe he does that. Maybe he goes with Harrison then on one wing. Yeah, of course it is. Of course. Oh, Michelle, you've done it again. What are you doing, you bugger? Again, don't know what to say other than thank you so much for that. No more now. Thank you. No, really, really appreciate that. Michelle, give us some love in chat. Thanks so much. Thank you. Well, legend. He's left now, but we're watching Leeds, Man United together. On the notifications list, there's different modes. Everyone put it on all notifications. Okay, thank you, Philip. Thanks for shouting that out in chat, mate. Appreciate that. I know I keep saying it, but would love us to go 3-5. Yeah, Nigel, you can keep saying it as much as you want, mate. I don't mind reading this out because I would love to see it, Nigel. DCL and Pirro up top v Burnley. Have a go at them. Can always change it back to a 4-3 in game. Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't even mind a 3-5-2 with Okafor playing in and around DCL. He's played central for Milan before. Done quite well there. I know he prefers it off the left, but if you are playing a 3-5-2, then you don't need the wingers there. You're going to get your width from Goodmanson and Bogle. Nige, I would love to see it. And I thought at times in pre-season, I thought we may see it because, you look at that side and you're thinking, well, Biel's going to start, but Strauch's a vital member. I could see them working in a free. And Bogle and Goodmanson Bogle, there's an argument, is our best right winger, and he's not a winger. And Goodmanson could do wonders down that left too with a bit more freedom. So I think it'd work a treat, Nige, and I would honestly love to see it. I just think because we haven't seen it yet, and we haven't seen it in pre-season, I don't think it happens. But I couldn't agree anymore, mate, with that. I think DCL had worked great with Pirro too. I think we've seen that weekend. I think if Pirro gets minutes this season, which hopefully he does, it's coming off the bench, potentially in games where we need a goal. And I'd be shocked if DCL's fit and plays the majority of games. If it is a like-for-like swap, Pirro on for DCL. I think if you see Pirro come on, it's going to be a play in and around DCL. However that makeup sort of looks on match day. We saw what it was like against Tottenham. It was a bit of a mishmash, just get everybody on, but it actually worked. I actually quite liked it. But yeah, I think Pirro in and around DCL, in whatever formation it is, Nigel, would work wonders as long as you get the ball up to DCL. Pirro will get the fruits of his labour. Can you get the weird AI voice that reads out super chats? It's brilliant. I don't know how to do it on here. I'll have to have a look at that. I don't know how to do it on here. No game will be easy. Matty was amazing on the walk. Yeah, thank you. So when I do the walk next time, anybody else can join me. You're welcome to join me, Michelle. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it again next year because I'm bloody nuts. Just like hurting myself sometimes. Do Sunderland fans come in here and try to shit all over us, or am I just imagining it? You're not really imagining it, Richard, because they do come over here. I think the crossover, we've been friends with Wayne and having the bridging the gap, usually on a weekly basis. I have got a decent amount of subscribers that are Sunderland fans, and I do usually have anything between like 3 or 4 up to 10 on a live in the chat, which is mad. I did a live last week, and I had more Sunderland fans in the chat than Leeds fans, which were mental because it wasn't even a Leeds Sunderland show. Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. Yeah, 100%, 100%. It's very fitting that his funeral is on World Mental Health Day. Very fitting, actually, when you think about it. A guy that struggled with mental health more than most. Yeah, it's very fitting that his funeral's on today of all days. I expect Stack will start against Burnley, but Tanaka will probably start against West Ham also with the Jet. Maybe. I think it's going to be an injury though that brings Tanaka in. I don't think Tanaka starts against Burnley. That's a fact. I think the fact as well, Sebastian, that we don't play 2 games a week, do we? You know, well, Championship, or if we're still in Championship now, we'll look at half Stack and Tanaka, which wouldn't happen. You could maybe see that rotation, couldn't you? Saturday, Tuesday, Sunday, Wednesday, whatever it falls on. I just think with it being a week between games, unless there's some injury, I don't see it happening. You know, there's an argument now. Tanaka's levels have dropped a touch, and we saw, Stack's levels have dropped a touch, and we saw Tanaka come on for Stack at the weekend. So that's probably something that's not far off happening, and I think that'll give Stack a bit of a kick up the backside. But if I'm honest, I think I could see us playing against Burnley, dominating, winning game comfortably, and Stack having a star, man of match performance like he did at Wolves. Because if we're saying his levels have dropped a tad, is that because we've just played Tottenham and Bournemouth, 2 of the best sides in the division? Possibly. What did he do against Everton? Run the show. What did he do against Wolves? Run the show. There's a massive chance against Burnley and West Ham. He absolutely runs the show. And that's what I'm expecting from Stack. If we come out of these next 2 games and he's getting outshone by your Longstaffs and many others, many others, and he isn't looking like the Stack we know, then maybe it's time for the change in there. But it's great competition. Freedom of thought and speech. I love having you in here, Michelle. Thank you. Did you all see Daniel Farke talk about Pirro at the latest presser, then bring him on? Pressure. I will have done. I can't remember what he said in its entirety right now. Thank you, Matty, for an idea for next week. Okay. What have I done now? I was watching back your visit to Leeds Bros on Wednesday. Think there will be lots of loan options in January more than the norm. Yeah, 100%. That is the thing. What I will say on this, Richard, is a bit of a wild one. But I understand that there'll be players not playing at clubs. World Cup year. Don't even need an obligation. Don't ask for an option. Just get them playing football. I'm not sure Leeds United's the move for them, though, if I'm honest. Can you see someone coming in January and getting minutes just because they've got World Cup year when Daniel Farke's by January set on his team? I don't think many players outside Leeds United will look at Leeds and look at Farke and look at the options and look at it and go, I'll get game time there. In my opinion, I don't think they would. And that's not a massive negative against Leeds or Farke. And I just aren't sure that many players would come in our side and get minutes. We've seen so many good players while Farke's been in not get minutes. And that's not exactly a bad thing. We've done really good. We've done really good under Farke, great in Championship. But I just don't think Leeds is the club you come to get minutes at. I think there's many clubs that you can, you could maybe go to a Burnley, you could go to a Sunderland, go to a few other teams who may be struggling as well, but towards bottom end and get minutes. I don't think you come to Leeds to get minutes. I just don't. There'll be options there, but I could see us bringing a loan. Remember Eddie and Nketiah? I know that we're under a different manager and regime, but I could imagine bringing one in, but them not getting the minutes they've come for. In my opinion, I'm staying positive and too right. So you should, mate. So you should. Not to be negative about it, Lee. Matty, you're a genuine geezer. Michelle's like, thanks, Lee, mate. Thank you. Thanks so much. Solomon. Missed a few, and hold on. Chat's going all over the place. There we go. I know when you go on YouTube and always check the notification bell. Thank you. Don't know what to make of Farke's comments that even though Harrison hasn't started, he's very impressed with him. I suppose just training it. I'm sort of impressed with. Impressed is a strong word. I haven't hated anything Harrison has done, but yeah, I don't want to overcook him either because he hasn't done loads. But I don't hate him as much as I thought I would this season. He's doing all right. Ryan, I wouldn't panic if we had Harrison on the right with Bogle if needed. We'll be solid and the work rate be there and slightly more goal threat than with as much as I like Harrison being there. Yeah, no, I have to agree. If Harrison does play on there, you got to remember what Bogle offers. You know, the overlaps, the underlaps. Bogle can go past Harrison if need be, and Harrison can tuck in. And yeah, we won't give much away down that side, will we, Ryan? That's a fact. And I do think we've got enough. You know, in Okafor off that left hand side, DCL down middle. I think we've still got enough of a goal threat. You know, we're having 16, 17, 18 chances, shots against Bournemouth, and that's with Aronson playing. We're doing all right, aren't we? Michelle, stop it. Thank you. I'm one of those weird people. I'm not weird, but you know, like when you get a present at Christmas, I just put it to the side, and I don't like people like sort of giving me stuff. So I find it very hard to accept. But thanks, Michelle. Thank you. It's a lovely touch, lovely gesture again from you, my love. Really appreciate it. Like I say, it's been a bit of a tough week, and then yeah, being sat at petrol station. I went into a petrol station at half past 3 today. So our Theo had Luke Ayling Academy tonight at 6:7. So we had to leave ours at 5. I went to the petrol station on the way home from work, about 10 minutes from my house, put in just 40 quid of petrol because I have to go in the morning. I've got to go pick my daughter up from Durham. I've got to set off at 6:45, I think, to get there for 8. So early start morning. So put enough in car to get there and back tomorrow. Got in car, turned the ignition on, put my foot onto clutch just stayed there, couldn't put it in gear. I'm like, oh my God, instant panic. I've put diesel in my petrol. Oh my God, I can't believe I've done that. I haven't, what's going on? Yeah, my clutch just won't come back up. Looked underneath his fluid on floor and that, and nightmare. And it was a busy garage. And I was waiting for AA, and then I finally got the car to the garage, towed it to the garage, dropped it off, give him keys, and then the missus turned up in the family car, in our lass's car, jumped in that, and went straight to Luke Ayling thing. So and then we got back, what, about 9 o'clock. So it's been a manic, bit of a rough week and a manic day. But yeah, I'm buzzing. So yeah, Luke Ayling actually what took part in session today, and our Theo got trainer of the week or player of the week, and he's got his little. I'll have to put it on when it goes. I'll put it on my story when it on my post when it goes on tomorrow on social media. So if he's got like cardboard sort of cut out player at week or player at session, and he's holding it, and Luke Ayling's next to him. So Luke Ayling picked our Theo as the under sevens player of the week or whatever. So trainer of the week. How buzzing! So he got his pictures up of him, which I think they'll put on the socials tomorrow. So I'll share it with you guys on here. So that was a nice little touch as well. Seeing him do that, so I'm buzzing. But then again, get my daughter tomorrow. Straight back down home for 9:30. Try and get back for 9:30 because Theo's got a game. Yeah, mad, just non-stop with him. Honestly, little bugger. You are all amazing. Thanks, Michelle. You are too. Top level loans would get minutes. Top winger or top 10. Yeah, I'm not sure. But top level loans. Hey, Paul, I would love it. I would absolutely love us to bring a couple of loans. You know, loans where you don't have to worry about sort of like obligations and stuff like that. It's just a straight up loan where you've just got more bodies. I would love that. I mean, I'd be all for it. But I think top level loans, surely the best players will be getting minutes. There will be decent players, obviously not getting minutes at other sides. But I just aren't sure. I aren't sure Leeds is a club where you'd come for minutes. I just don't think Farke guarantee him. Not that everybody guarantees them anyway. But I just feel like setting his ways. I could, imagine bringing in, I don't know, bloody Phil Foden and still playing Aronson. you know what I mean? Bit tongue in cheek, but do you know what I mean? That's how I sort of feel with it. Wales v Belgium. I'd rather our guys get through uninjured rather than a win, and I'm Welsh. Wow, Clem, it's mad, in it. It's mad how we feel like national side against Leeds. It's just it just don't stack up, does it? It don't stack up. We love them too much. Lots of love to you too, Michelle. So much love for you, love. So much love. Can you make up a poem on the spot about our start to the Premier League? Are you talking about Mr. Whitesnake here? Because 100% he can. 100% he can. Easy poem guy. Do you expect Larger Ramazani will come back to Leeds? No, not in January, Sebastian. Apparently there's no recall. People got it wrong at one point and said there was, but there isn't. I'd have him back. Anthony's on form. Knowing how lucky he will score against us. That is a worry. That is a worry. Andrew, great show. Love your honest views. Thanks, Andrew. You know me, mate. Just say it as it is. Love you guys, MOT. Michelle, love you too. Thank you. Snap Matty and not just Christmas. Right, well, we've got 52 people in here, right? I'm going to play Mr. Whitesnake's poem. So, I've got 3 Man United daft little videos from my TikTok. I've got Marching On Together, a new version. Oh, it's a bit of a mad one. A bit of a dance one, but trans version. Which I put on TikTok today, and I've been getting messages all day about it saying, well, I put it on Spotify, which is mental, the response it's had. But I'm going to play Mr. Whitesnake's poem because I know we all love Mr. Whitesnake's poem, and some people literally come just for that, which is class. So Mr. Whitesnake's poem this week. It's not Late Night Leeds, but he's here to share it anyway. Here we go.
Mr. Whitesnake writes poetry from New Zealand.
We moan about our fixtures. We groan about kick-off. We whinge about the way we play, then laugh our heads right off. We moan about the owners. We groan at Farke's style, win a game or two, then boom, we're buzzing for a while. We moan about the weather, be it wind or rain or snow. We moan about just anything. It's in our Leeds-born soul. We moan about who's on the bench and groan who's not been bought. If moaning were a trophy, we'd win it by a lot. We moan about the happy clappers, Mr. Whitesnake and the rest. The beer's too flat, the pie's too hot. We're rarely that impressed. But there's one thing that breaks us all, that's truly hard to fake. It drains the soul from every fan, the international break. Who the fuck put my name in there? You fucking bastard. I'll get the bastard. I'm not having this. This is bloody bullshit. My name in there. Happy clapper. He's calling me a happy clapper.
Mr. Whitesnake writes poetry from New Zealand.
Oh, man. I love you so much, Mr. Whitesnake. Absolutely adore you. Absolutely adore you. What a guy. What a guy. Always brilliant. Always brilliant. I love that. Called the international break. Yeah, what a guy you are, Steve. What a guy. Thanks again, Steve. Absolute quality guy. Martin Nolan, 12 pints in now, still here, pal. Keep going, mate. In fact, probably don't. Maybe it's time to don't go to 13. Class, mate. Does Harrison offer more of a goal threat than Aronson? I don't know. In yesteryear, yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. That's great. Anybody available on loan does have question marks like DCL, so that could be a problem. Yeah, of course. I meant you, but Mr. White would be great too. Yeah, I don't know about on the spot. Not about on the spot. I like to write stuff down. I make notes. That's a problem with attracting loans. Farke won't guarantee minutes, so cuts down options. That's how I feel. Trans, yeah, I've got trans. Keep saying trans. Trans. He will break into song one day. Big up my Alpine. I hope you're well, buddy. Says a quality Mr. Whitesnake. Everyone loves it, Mr. Whitesnake. Everybody loves it. You got loads of fans here with these poems. I'm so glad you agreed to do it on my channel. I absolutely love it. Mr. Whitesnake is a moaner. I love your intro song, mate. Did you write it? Great tune, and I reckon the fans should sing it at the game. Yeah, I did write it, mate. Yeah, I've always wrote, like, jotted down poems, love letters when I was a kid. What a weirdo. Songs and stuff. I never knew how to get it from that into, and obviously with use of AI and stuff now, it takes ages. Honestly takes ages. But I love being creative. I always have been, but I've never really known how to get my crazy ideas out. So yeah, that's the song I wrote. Whether I'd ever been able to make it sound like it sounded, I like to do a bit of singing, but I'm no musician to bring that to life. No idea. But the words and how I feel, yeah, they're my words, mate. And my intro song has got so many compliments, and it's unbelievable. I would absolutely die if I heard one of my songs played at Elland Road. I would die. And you know me, I'm not a big headed person. I'm just a genuine lad. But I tell you what, it'd be unbelievable. And I think some of them wouldn't sound out of place at Elland Road. To be honest, I don't think they would. I think the Galley Speed one, it really hurt me that when I did the Galley Speed one, and I released it for charity. And I hope someone would, take it and run with it, and it'd go places, and it didn't go anywhere, and I was devastated. So yeah, you put a lot of time and effort into some stuff, and it doesn't do anything. Sometimes you do, naff all with something, and it can take off. So yeah, I just keep being myself, keep being creative, putting stuff out there that I like, and I enjoy doing. And if people like them, then brilliant. And you guys always seem to give me, that feel good feeling whenever I do something. You always say, keep it up, and it's a class little community I've got here now. I couldn't say any more than that, really. I love you all the bits. So when you didn't read my poem out, man. So when did you didn't read? What have you done a poem? Let me go back up here, Ellie. Let me have a go. Go back up here. What have I missed? There we go. Look, better than a plank of wood. Always can improve, but we're getting in the groove. MOT. There you go, Ellie. We've been pretty good. Better than a plank of wood. Always can improve, but we're getting into the groove. Love that. Well done. Well done. Oh, class. 22 Prem goals for us, says Harrison is a better goal threat. Yeah, I suppose. It's hard to argue. He's played more Prem games than Aronson, though. But yeah, I still don't think Aronson would get those if he played 220 games, mate. So funny. So funny. Oh, Michelle, don't be asking me these best free bands ever. Oh, honestly, don't ask me about music, because I'll probably embarrass myself. Well, I went to see Simply Red, last weekend before. So Simply Red is one of them. But Simply Red. I am a big Oasis fan. I like Oasis, but I am one of those who just listen to it all the time and wears a Parker. But I like Oasis. Oh, yeah. Outside that, I just like songs, mate. But yeah, Oasis, Simply Red. Yeah, I'm a bit of a boy band lover as well. I don't mind driving car, listening to a bit of Westlife and Boyzone. I'm one of them, mate. I'm one of them. What are yours, Michelle? What are yours? You'll be way cooler than me. I'm the uncoolest person I know. I don't know many people, granted, but I'm still uncool. So uncool. Thanks, mate. You're welcome, Ellie. Anytime, love. Mate, is the meetup still happening? Yeah, it's the Man City game. Well, obviously not that Man City. Yeah, we're in Leeds. I can't remember the date. The Saturday, 30th of November, I think. Yeah, in Leeds. But because we'll go watch Man City game because it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Nobody will have it on because it's a Fire Stick game, innit? It's a dodgy stick game, and nobody in town's going to be playing it, or no one's going to be in town's going to be announcing that they're playing it. So probably going to be in a pub somewhere watching it on my phone. But yeah, get it in group, mate. It'll be in there. Holding back the years. Absolutely love Simply Red. Queen, U2, Supertramp. Yeah, don't get me wrong, love Queen, U2 decent, Supertramp, good shout. A big mate of mine took his own life 2 years ago, massive listener like myself. Every time I hear your song, it reminds me of, oh man, it's class that. Thank you. Yeah, so sad, mate, to hear you'd lost a mate. It's class that song connects, like you feel that connection with that song. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad putting a few bits down on paper, then write something like that. It's fucking mad, but yeah, it's fucking yeah. Cheers for sharing that, Jeff. Thanks so much, mate. Top guy. Bon Jovi, massive Bon Jovi fan. Huge Bon Jovi fan. Lol. Ryan, my mum's cousin Wendy is married to the bass player for Simple Minds. Ooh, sick, Ryan. That's class. Sorry to be the mood down. Not at all, mate. Not at all. Not at all. Not bringing any mood down, mate. Don't you worry about it. I appreciate you sharing that with me. It, as sad as it is, it's lovely to hear some words I put down, mate, of you know, remind you of him. Because when you lose someone, it's part of grieving process, isn't it? Learning how to move on and get on with your life while still remembering, and not trying not to be down about the memories as well. You know, a lot of people sort of block it out and try and get on with things and don't actually process it, and because it's too emotional. But I actually love the fact that, you know, you listen to that song and it reminds you of your mate. I love that, as sad as it is, if you get me. Led Zeppelin, Creedence. That's what I mean, Leonard. Look how cool you are, Slim Hood. Look how cool you are, mate. That's cool, that. Mine's like O-Town and, yeah, Five, stuff like that. Deep Purple back up. There you go again. Oh, Led Zeppelin. Give over now. You're making me look a fool. 8 points out of 7 games, not bad under circumstances. And it's not a bad return at all. I'm so happy. Please feel free to message me. I'm going through the same thing. There you go, Hilly. Love that. Thank you. Thank you for being so open. I love that about this channel, you know, about this community. Everyone's just so open in chat. We can talk about what we want. And don't bring mood down. It's nothing. You're there. And if you know, there's so many people in chat whose messages are always open. Mine also. I saw Simple Minds at Peace Hall, Halifax in July. Simple Minds won't do it for me, Nigel, I won't lie, but I want to go to Peace Hall, Halifax. I've heard so many good things about it. He's took half of me with him. I don't exist as a whole anymore. Oh, bless you, Ollie. Bless you, love. Pet Shop Boys, R.E.M., Red Hot Chili Peppers. R.E.M., I'm with you. The other two, I'm not. Boys to Men. Are you winding me up there? Boss Nass. I love Boys to Men. Oh, no, you come. Love it. In the day. To be fair, that's me, that. Down. 100% mate, MOT. Again, another cool guy. Paul, you had to be, didn't you, call Paul Smith? The Smiths, the Cult, the Cure. Cool as fuck. Cool as fuck. Love Rush, Killers, Foo Fighters, Chili Peppers. Again, yeah, I literally am the uncoolest person in here. My channel. Leave me alone. Who remembers Whitesnake, the band? Yeah. Did they sing Here We Go Again on My Own? Have I made that up? I like all them, Clement, to be fair. I do like all them. Manic Street Preachers. I Design for a Life. The Kinks. Again, another cool one. Sound right. So, while we talk about music, shall I play my trance version? Right. So this is my vibe, by the way. But I've done a few different remixes of March On Together. This takes a while. This took me about an hour to perfect this. But you won't believe on TikTok I've had so much interaction today. People saying, you know, they want to download it on Spotify. So I've got my link there. If anyone uses TikTok, you might not, you might do. If you do, go follow me on TikTok. I'm quite active on there at the minute. I'm enjoying messing about with stuff and just been a bit of a fool. So it's a Friday night, yeah. It's 11 o'clock on a Friday night. Bowie is my ultimate, by the way. But yes, here we go. Here's a bit of Marching On Together trance version.
Here we go with Leeds United. We're gonna give the boys a hand. Stand up and sing for Leeds United.
glow sticks, get them out.
Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. Na 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 na. We are so proud, we shout it out loud. We love you, Leeds. We love you, Leeds, 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 Leeds. Marching on together.
Come on, Mr. Whitesnake. You're bouncing the side of the world. Come on, Mr. Whitesnake. There you go.
We're gonna see you win.
Emma Jones there on the decks with Farke, loving life.
We've been through it all together, and we've had our ups and downs. We're gonna stay with you forever, at least until the world stops going round. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, 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 Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together.
Ever and L. Yeah, man.
We love you, Leeds. Leeds, 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 Leeds. We're gonna see you win. We love you, Leeds. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
So yes, what did you think to that version? Something a bit different for your Saturday night, isn't it? Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, I honestly absolutely love doing stuff like this. Sounds like B-side to the original record version. Brilliant. So yeah, I've got I'm just messing around with stuff all the time, so I've got loads of stuff like this on thinking, but there's this as well. One sec. No, mate, it's a bit of mishmash. I've got this one. So this one here, this is a mishmash. So I've done. I think I put this on my YouTube, but I don't know if everyone's heard it. But this is through the decades. If March On Together got released in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, so it goes through them. So yeah, you've got 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000 version of March On Together. So see what you think to this.
Leeds United, we're gonna give the boys a hand. Stand up and sing for Leeds United. They are the greatest in the land. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there. We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
There's your disco.
Marching on together. We're gonna see you win. Na 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 na. We are so proud. We shout it out loud. We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. We've been through it all together.
There's the rock one.
And we've had our ups and downs. We're gonna stay with you forever, at least until the world stops going round. Every day we're all gonna say we love your Leeds, Leeds,
Nick
Leeds.
Gallagher.
Everywhere we're
Yeah, I like
gonna be there, we love your Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. Na 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 na.
Good boy.
We shout it out loud. We love you, Leeds.
I'm such a sausage, yeah. I'm such an absolute clown. Absolute melt. Yeah, I'm gonna do them all separately as well. I did a sea shanty one as well, like an actual match on together as a sea shanty, which is mental. But I just get these weird ideas. But yeah, Elliot, yeah, add me on Facebook, Matty Foster. Find me on Facebook or Imagine Not Being Leeds on Instagram or something like that. So you're not putting it on here. That'd be the best way, Ellie. That's fine. So TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, Matty Foster. Obviously, Imagine Not Being Leeds. I don't have a Facebook for that, but message me on there. Not a problem at all, Ellie. No problem at all. And you'll get through it. And the link is for all these daft little bits of the way is here. Imagine Not Being Leeds on TikTok. So I do put some bits like this on my YouTube. But yeah, I'm messing around with loads of stuff at the minute. And I do have a Spotify as well for the music. But yeah, I'm just enjoying being a bit of an idiot. But while we're still being idiots, how about this one?
Sat on the wall, dreaming of titles, trophies and all. They slipped on their ego, took quite the fall. Now their trophy cabinet possesses fuck all. All of the Glazers and all of their men can't make the scummy Manx great again. The glory's gone, the football's dire. Even the boss has lost its tire. They used to be scary, now they're just gash. Old Trafford's full of diseases, you'll definitely get a rash. Mice in the stands and rats on the pitch. Soon enough your manager will be there to ditch. So sing it loud with a cheeky grin. Manchester United are only fit for the bin.
Absolutely love it. Then straight into the last one.
Midfield and attack is so shite.
It's so shite.
Defense, midfield and attack is so shite.
It's so shite.
Glazers laughing all the way to the bank.
Your defense, midfield, and attack is so shite.
They used to win, they used to fight. Now every game's just fucking shite. From the keeper's flaps to Bruno's dive. Scum can't keep hope
Your
alive.
defense, midfield, and attack is so shite. It's so
Your
shite.
defense, midfield and attack is so shite.
It's so shite.
Spent a billion, still no bite.
Your defense,
Midfield and attack is so shite.
They blame the ref, they blame the rain, but it's the same old losing game. From the back right through to the strike, everything they do strike.
Your defense, midfield, and attack is so shite. It's
I
so
will say it,
defense,
it's on a Friday night watching video
midfield, and attack is so shite. It's so shite.
Used to be fear, now they take it up the rear.
Your defense, midfield, and attack is so shite.
Yeah. Oh man, I needed this tonight. Honestly, I really did. I needed a bit of a laugh and a giggle. See, I've actually had a bit of a down week. I come on here, I start chatting, and you bring me out my shell always. You always do. So yeah, I am so grateful to have you as all as friends. I really am. Yeah, sorry. Honestly, you won't believe how many times I've heard that too much spare time. You know what it is, right, Nico? Honestly, right? I don't stop. Like, I'm always busy. When I'm not busy, I'm laid in bed because I struggle to sleep or I struggle to get to sleep. So the missus will fall asleep at, say, 9 o'clock and, we'll have something on TV and it just blends into the background and I'll just be on my phone creating TikToks, writing lyrics down, writing stories, everything I do sort of when I have 2 minutes to myself, it's all just creative stuff. My notes is just inundated with stuff and messing around with pictures and inside my head's crazy. I'm a good guy, but I'm bonkers. I'm absolutely bonkers. I'm not like anybody else I think God created. So, what's that? What's your Insta thing? Insta. Just type in Imagine Not Being Leeds on Instagram, Ellie. You'll find me on there. Literally just Imagine Not Being Leeds, love. X as well, I'm same. Just same as on here. If you just write exactly the same as this. Keep on rocking, Matty. Cheers. Actually listening to Matty, but historically. Great work, Matty. Cheers. Honestly, I'm just a bit of an idiot, aren't I? They don't make them like me very often, I don't think. This will be in my head. I hope so. Rain YouTube for sleep. Yeah, to be fair, I do sometimes do that, Michelle. I love white noise, so at the minute I'm back in that thing now from summer of having the fan on. So even though it's freezing, the fan on all the time. Yeah. Don't stop believing, my don't stop. Yeah. You need Leeds in the Champo, Matty. More games to keep you busy. I think I do, Paul. I think I do. This international break, it's no coincidence. I've just been smashing stupid bits of stuff out like this. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a message there, so I'll reply after this, Ellie. So you have got the right one. You have got the right one. But yeah, like I say, I don't know if I annoy people with that, but yeah, it's one of them. I think I've done it. You have. But yeah, I'm mad for a child inside the body of a man. Yeah, 100%. That's me, mate. 100%. Love it. First time I've heard that last one. Yeah, a bit of an after. Does anyone like sea shanties? I'll just keep going me all night because I'm having fun. I'll just keep showing you me. Does anyone like sea shanties? Let me play this one. I've got to download it first. Like, let me pause it. Let me pause it. I ain't bothered. There's people watching and I'm having fun. And hopefully, because you're watching, you're having fun. I don't know why you would be, but I'm just going to keep going, guys. Sod it. Let's keep it going. Is that downloaded or what? Nothing was going on yet, has it? Hold on. Can it come on here? It's not come on that one, has it? Where are you? Save as C. Right, download completed. Now you should be able to go on there then now, because I've got 42 lovely folk waiting to hear this sea shanty that for some reason I do not appear to get working on here, and I don't know why. Oh, there you are. See. All right. Are you right? Maybe that's it actually. There it is. One sec. Sea shanty.
Here we go with Leeds United. We're gonna give the boys a hand. Stand up and sing for Leeds United. They are the greatest in the land. Every day we're all gonna say we love you. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there. We love you. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together. We're gonna see you win. Na 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 na. We are so proud. We shout it out loud. We love you, Leeds. We've been through it all together, and we've had our ups and downs. We're gonna stay with you forever, at least until the world stops going round. Every day we're all gonna say we love you. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there. We love you. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together. We're gonna see you win. Na 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 na. We are so proud. We shout it out loud. We love you, Leeds. Leeds. We are so proud. We shout it out loud. We love you. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
Maybe more of a sea shandy than a shanty. But yeah, that was what I was playing around with. I didn't really like it, but I thought I'd share it with you. It didn't really work. But I like the picture. I like the imagery. But yeah, I'm an idiot. I just fucking love being a daft twat. But yeah. Anyway, we spoke about football tonight or what? Yeah, I know you are, Michelle. I bet you are getting close. Yeah, honestly, thank you. It's pretty appreciated so much. Honestly, your support is class, Michelle. Thanks so much. Yeah, fine one. I did have an album on my phone where I had some sea shanties. I went through a bit of a period of time with Jonah, listened to my car. But yeah, I played around with that for about half an hour. And I could not get it to sound any more sea shanty like. So I ain't sharing it on any platform, but I just thought I'd share it on here just for a bit of fun. But yeah, it's it's all fun and games, isn't it? Fisherman's Blues. I love that film. Is it Fisherman's Friends? That one in Cornwall. I love that. Absolutely love that. Tezza loves it. Cheers, Tezza. Jeff Williams, life's too short, mate. Don't stop being yourself. You seem like a great guy. Next time me and the wife come up for a game, maybe me. No, maybe about it, Jeff. If you let me know the game you're at 100%, I get to majority of home games, Jeff. So I'd love that. Whereabouts are you from? If you come in to games, are you quite far away, or but yeah, 100%. I normally go to Peacock, maybe an hour and a half for game. So yeah, I'd love to meet up, mate. No bother at all. You just let me know when you're there, and I'd love that, pal. Just be a twat like the rest of us. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, back to Burnley. That's it, Paul Smith. That's it. Back to Burnley. You cool guy with your music taste. Have you all seen the film about catching fish and they all sink? Really moving. No. Paul Smith. Right, Paul. Burnley. Back to Burnley. No. So I just want to sort of round up, even though the whole video and whole stream was supposed to be about me giving my opinion on where we are after 7 games. I think we're really good. 1 sec, that's an old mate messaging me. Random question. Can you remember? I ain't got a clue what he's on about. That's a weird message, mate. But yeah, I'm really, really enthused by where we are as a team after 7 games. Really, really happy, and I do believe we will get maximum points out of our next 2 games. Although I'd be happy with 4, I wouldn't be crying at 3. I do think we've got to Burnley and win, and I do think we've got West Ham at home and win. I think what's needed is at least 4 points. I think it's probably needed just to settle the fan base down, because you know what's quite evident in the Premier League. You can be doing quite well. You're going into games feeling quite comfortable, looking quite good. The stats saying you're in games, you're performing above what people expect of you, and then all of a sudden you look at the league table and you're 15th. That's the sort of harsh reality of the Premier League. Like, I haven't really been paying much attention to the table because there's no point right now. I know the teams that are in and around us and the ones that are below us, and it's the sides I predicted to be finishing below Leeds. I don't think the table from 14th, 15th down is probably too far wrong in what I sort of thought at the beginning of the season. I won't lie. But it is quite harsh, I think, how we're 15th, because we haven't performed like we're 15th. If you add the 3 points to the total of what a lot of people think we should have, with a Goodmanson freak own goal and the late equaliser by Bournemouth, you look at them, we're a top 10 side, aren't we, at that rate? So, and I think that's how it feels. I think it feels like so far we've played like a top 10 side, and I think that's not wild at all. I don't think we are a top 10 side, but I think the way we've played, we certainly have come across like a current top 10 side in the way we've adapted to the Premier League, the way we play football. I think we're, to say we're only like the 5th or 6th best side in the league based on what we've seen over 7 games, that's what the points tell us and the underlying data. But I don't think that's how it feels as a fan going to games and watching. Bar Arsenal. Arsenal's the only game, you'd say we'd lose playing like that every single week. I think every other game there's an argument to say we could, that we haven't won, that we could get some out of those games if, a little bit of luck goes our way. I think we've been outstanding, and I want to give a lot of credit to Farke as well, because I'm not his biggest fan. I don't love the guy. Like, I don't think any of us love him like we loved other managers, or should I say a manager in particular. But I'm very pleased in what he's done, and I'm massive me on sort of underdogs thriving, people getting writ off and proving people wrong, and sticking 2 fingers up at up to those people too. And the whole Leeds will go down because of being promoted. I never agreed with that. You know, some teams I do look at. You know, I even looked at Burnley, and I still feel they'll go down, even though they'll make a fist of it. Some sides do come up and naturally just, you know, they are the favourites to go back down. I think it's just lazy when you look at Leeds United. And if people are going to say Farke wasn't given the right tools, which I think he were given a lot, I think he's been given, you know, a decent amount of toolage, but we're still lacking in areas. But I think Farke's done a brilliant job. Like I say, you know, this stuff that have annoyed me in past subs and stubbornness to bring players on, but I think he's done great. You know, the Fulham game, I was a little bit annoyed he started Aronson when he had, you know, James and Nonto on bench. But again, a lucky own goal. We almost come away from, you know, Fulham in London with a point, which is unheard of for Leeds United. Yeah, I'm really pleased. Really, really pleased. Farke got given no hope. Leeds got given no hope, and I think a lot of people are starting to change the tune on us as a club and us as a team from here on in now for the season. I don't think, if I'm honest, if I project my projections for the sort of going forward, I don't think we do much business in January, in my opinion. I think we'd have to be really struggling for that. But I tell you what, December's a tough month. Like, December's a horrendous month for us. So you never know, you know, maybe we are dragged down to it. Maybe it forces a hand. But in my opinion, I think as long as we don't have massive injuries in and around January, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be, you know, somewhere close to maybe where we are now, maybe slightly ahead of where we are now. And if that's the case, I don't think we'll pull trigger on much in January. I really don't. Seriously, do Burnley have a striker without looking? They have. Is it Fleming? They've got one, but he ain't that good. Michelle. I don't know what to say. I think that's what, 7 times now. I think 6 or 7. Thank you again, Michelle. Please don't do it again. Make me say thank you again. I'm going to say thank you at the end again, and probably on my next stream afterwards, just because I appreciate you doing it so much tonight. Thank you. Yeah, this chat, yourself, Michelle, as well, you've lifted me up a little bit. Honestly, a little bit down. You wouldn't think so today. But probably happiest I've been this week is this last half an hour. This last hour and a half, should I say? And I was really gutted that I won't do a Late Night Leeds. I was actually really gutted not to have AG and Boss Nass on it tonight, because that were like, oh, I've got Late Night Leeds on Friday. But I absolutely adore doing this on my own as well. So thanks, Michelle, again, from bottom of my heart, love. Thank you. From Swansea area, mate, we struggle to get tickets these days. Yeah, understandable, Jeff. We stayed in the Clayton Hotel a couple of seasons ago, but hopefully when the capacity gets up to 53k, we will have more of a chance. Hopefully, Jeff, that's the hope in it. A lot of it's going to go to hospitality. That's a fact. But there will still be more tickets available for the paying fan than there is now, clearly. So, yeah, I hope it does, mate. What I will say is, to go on your own, I feel like you guarantee the ticket. To come with one other definitely limits your chances, doesn't it? So it is a tough ask. I literally go most weeks because I go on my own. Like, I got confirmation today for West Ham game for ballot. I missed out on all the queues, on the online queues for West Ham, and then I entered the ballot, one ticket, and I got it East Upper like normal. So I'm dead happy about that. But I do want to start taking RTO. You know, Jonah's not too interested, but I really want to start taking RTO to as many games as I can. So I may struggle then try to get 2. So yeah, that's a bit of a worry. Best team in the land, Michelle. You know it. And they were losing to Fulham, joined with Bournemouth, and losing to Spurs. I feel Leeds dropped silly points. It's hard because who should we beat there, Andy? But silly points in the Fulham and Bournemouth game, that felt silly. I don't think Spurs felt like silly points. Again, before the season started, and I look at those opening 7, Andy, there's only Wolves, and it's not even a definite, but Wolves is the only game I look at and go, yeah, 3 points there. It's the only one. And don't get me wrong, before every game I've tipped just to win by Arsenal. You know, Everton, when I'm there, yeah, we'll win that, and we did. But fixtures-wise, you know, to stay up, beat the teams in and around you, I don't expect Fulham, Everton, Newcastle, you know, Tottenham, Bournemouth, Fulham. I don't expect any of those sides there to be within 1 or 2 spaces of us or below us. I don't expect any of them teams to be in and around us. I expect them all to be, you know, lowest Fulham, maybe 12th, and then everybody else above that. Bar Wolves, obviously, I will get relegated. So I don't know. The Fulham one felt a silly point to lose. But these things happen. Sorry, bless me. But I don't feel like it's silly points in the other two. I just think it's just quality, mate. It's just quality outfits, aren't they? Oh, you be nice about Daniel Farke. I don't like him. I just don't love him. Did you win the Euro Millions tonight, Michelle? It was supposed to be my turn. I love that. I love that. Cheers, Ellie. If I do, hell yeah. I would love the Bournemouth manager in a few years. He's got a bit of a Bielsa in him. Yeah. You know what I'd love? I'd love Iraola to come in for a little bit while Pablo Hernandez does his apprenticeship and give us Pablo in 5 years' time. Give us Pablo Hernandez in his mid-40s with a couple of years' experience under him, and you watch us fly. You watch us fly. I'm loving this, like say with my little lad who went to Luke Ayling Academy. Dallas been involved in the club. I can see Cooper, Dallas, Ayling, and I can see them all sort of gravitating back to Leeds United. Can you imagine in 5-6 years having, 3 or 4 of that Bielsa era sort of caught in and around the club? Maybe one of them as a manager. They'd have to be good, don't get me wrong. It's not Sentiment FC, but imagine a Premier League outfit, Leeds United, with a decent, young, exciting manager from continent, and it's someone like a Pablo Hernandez who's using on back Marcelo Bielsa's methods. Can you imagine? Fuck. There was a period today where our Theo he was going through some drills and Luke Ayling were feeding him ball. So Luke Ayling were passing it in, Theo had to take a touch, beat a man and shoot. And I was driving back, that's Bielsa, that. Like Luke Ayling coaching a little bit of my son. I'm like, he's using Bielsa's method. Somehow in my head, Bielsa's just coached my son. Like Marcelo's that guy on my shoulder there. See that he's just coached my son tonight. I'll probably make a song about it tomorrow. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you about it in a song. I think we all want Farke to succeed, but we are not Shaw Ferris. Yeah, I think that's how I've been. Loved him at Championship. He'll always be one of the best Championship managers out there. Premier League, let's reserve judgment. He hasn't been given all the tools. He's been given a lot. And he's doing well with what he's got. He's doing really well. Really well. I do think he plays down the quality of the squad a little bit too much. But I feel like that's sensible for him to do that. But yeah, I think he's doing a tremendous job. I really do. And until that changes, what else can I say? Can't say much else other than that, can I? Whoever said good players make decent managers and bad players make poor managers. Farke's on a knife edge. He's always going to be on a knife edge, though, I think, because under Farke, I don't think we're ever going to be a top 10 side, or not this season anyway. It's always going to be, Andy. Like, look where we are now. 1-0 down at Wolves. If we lose at Wolves and then we draw against Bournemouth and lose to Spurs, and we're sat here now, without beating Wolves, without getting that point, maybe even at Bournemouth, lose to Spurs, all of a sudden, you're looking going, how many more weeks has he got left here? Like, you're only a couple, newly promoted side, you're only 3 bad results away from people wanting you sacked. Whereas now we're bouncing, we're in a really good spot, we look really good. So it's always going to be a talking point that, in Premier League anyway, sacking managers, it's just the norm these days, isn't it? But yeah, I think he's doing tremendous. I really do. If I can have one successful season, then his story arc is going. Yeah, I agree with that. Just to keep Leeds up this season, play some decent stuff. It'd be nice for him not to be known as a Premier League failure, which people say he is, which for me, I don't think you can deem Premier League failure when he went at a club who already admitted they were going down before they'd even kicked a ball. That ain't on him, that's on Norwich, Improve your mood. Yeah, you've all improved my mood, to be fair. I'm having a hell of a night now. Farke has a style at the moment, it is working. Some people just can't or won't appreciate how far we have come. Yeah, I agree. Like, there's so many people out there with agendas. Like I said, I'm not Farke's biggest fan, and I'm not an Aronson fan, not a Harrison fan. Farke's doing tremendous, and I hope he stays in this job for many years because I'm loving the football we're playing. It's exciting. It's pragmatic at times, but also good, going direct at times. It's boring. No, it's not. It's actually really entertaining. I love watching us. I think his style's brilliant. I'm really enjoying watching Aronson play at the minute. I never thought I'd say that. So all my negatives at the minute are actually outperforming anything I thought were possible. So, and I'm big enough and daft enough to come on here and say, well, actually, I don't really think this, and I aren't too keen on this. But I'll tell you what, fair play this week, fair play last week. They're doing really well. I'm in a good spot, I'm big enough and daft enough to come on here and say that. Because I think if you are going to criticise people, you've got to be fair. You've got to come out and applaud them when they're doing well. And I've got note but positive and good things to say about everyone at Leeds at the minute. I go myself a lot, feel really sad, but don't care, love it. I go by myself. Yeah, Lee, notes feel sad about, mate. And if you're sad because you want to meet up with someone, give me a shout. Meet me in Peacock. Anybody who goes to a game and wants to meet up before a game, let me know. I'd love to meet us before West Ham. We'll have a natter. But yeah, not sad about it. I used to think that, but not sad about it. It's literally one of my favourite things to do. Obviously, go to Leeds is probably my favourite outside family stuff. I actually love going on my own. Two total strangers, side by side. Hopefully, by the end of the game, get chatting to them and become friends. That's how I view every game. And if the result isn't what we like, the experience have been there, the love for the club, the stadium, the feel, the friends, the family, meeting Priestley, it's all part and parcel of match day experience, whether we win, lose, or draw. I still go with a smile on my face. I'll try to. I go on my own too, but plenty of people talk, so it doesn't bother me. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. Does Cooper still have a house in Hull? I don't know, mate. Potentially. Archie or Harry to managers in 25 years. You wouldn't rule it out, would you? Right, Cook, I miss having my mate to go with, but seems there are people who want to go to games. Love this channel, brings people together, so I'm up for going to games if those people want to. Too right, Ryan. Too right. Thanks for that, mate. That's so nice of you to say. I definitely get that feeling with this channel. It definitely does. So many people I've got friends who I speak to them regularly, and a couple of them, have met up in Bolton, where one of the lads is from, and another lad, Robbo's, met my mate Mike in Bolton because he's working in the area, and it's all connections that have been formed through me having this channel. If this channel hadn't happened, they'd have probably never met, and that there's loads of people come up walk, and that with me it's class. So I really appreciate you highlighting that. Thanks, Ryan. Like I say, if you go to a game, mate, and you want to meet up anybody at all, let me know on here. Send me a message on thinking, say I'm going to a game. Do you want to meet up? And I'll meet up with you. We'll have a chat. I'd love to. I absolutely love to. It makes my day. Elland has established roots at Leeds, especially now. Yeah, I think he lives in Knaresborough, I think. But he does the training at Harrogate, which isn't too far. So yeah, he's definitely staying in Leeds, isn't he? Might be at Middlesbrough for now, but he's definitely staying in Leeds. When my highly dependent children can cope with me being away for a night, I'll be going. Yeah, Ellie. I understand that. Luckily, I've got a very good wife, but yeah, I'd be the same with that. Our Jonah is highly dependent on us being around, or at least one of us being around. So I totally get that. Sorry if I'm sniffing a bit. I've got a bit of a runny nose. Still not quite over the poliness. I coach seniors and kids for years and watch my grandsons play now. Must be amazing for your boy to be coached by Ellie. Jeff, it's class. It's class. Like I say, he's really enjoying it as well. Really, really enjoying it. It's really good as well. Obviously, I'm watching him, but I'm sort of watching Ailing as well. He's floating around all age groups. But he's so enthusiastic, is Luke Ailing about. You can just see it. He just oozes out of him. So good. It was lovely to watch his little kids as well were there. I think his older daughter were training. His littlest were running around. His wife were there, helping with clipboards and sorting admin out. And lovely, just lovely family feel down there. I'm dead chuffed he's found something he's passionate about to transition into after his career comes to an end. And fair play to him. And yeah, I'm buzzing that my son's able to go to this academy. Dan James didn't seem enamoured with misinformation about his injury, but yeah, he didn't, mate. No, he didn't. Us Easties need to start singing Imagine Not Being Leeds at the same time. I normally get tickets on exchange on match day. Do you mind? No to be said. Yeah, exactly. Not to be said about it. Right then, guys. I think I'm done. I just got to shout out you again, Michelle. Honestly, I can't believe how many super chats you've done tonight. Thank you so much, Michelle, for that. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Unbelievable. And yeah, thank you so much, Ellie. I hope you will. I'll reply to your message once I come off here too. Do you guys remember the early 70s side when I fell in love with? Do you guys remember the early 70s side? No, I've read about them. I have read about them, but no, I wasn't lucky enough to be around then. And you know Mr. Whitesnake as well, Ellie. Obviously, you know him through YouTube. He's a great person to message as well. I message him a few times a week and we have back and forth. Mr. Whitesnake's someone who always has time for people as well, Ellie. So if you can get in touch with him, which I'm sure he won't mind me saying, he's a brilliant person to speak to, and just sort of with Mr. Whitesnake, I always, even though I haven't gone for it to him for advice on much really, in terms of my own mental health, but he knows I'm there for him if he needs it, and I know he's there for me. But he's just a very calming voice. He's Mr. Whitesnake, and he's someone, if I ever have any troubles, I'll always go dump on your doorstep, mate, and say, help me, please. And I know he'll be there for me if I need to. So that's someone else you could always speak to as well, Lily. But yeah, I'll reply when I come off here, love. Where can I hear your songs, especially the Gary Speed, your intro songs, Lift My Mood? On Spotify, Andrew. You can literally download the whole thing on Spotify. I'll tell you what, I'll link it in the description. One sec. Let me get it linked in here. Share. Copy link. So yeah, if anyone wants to listen to the music, not the ones you've heard tonight, but actually any of my songs that I've made prior, I have the album White and Gold on my Spotify. I think it's on iTunes as well. Spotify, iTunes. I think it should be on all music platforms. It's there, look. It's there, mate. So literally you can go on there and you can download the White and Gold, Imagine Not Being Leeds, the ballad version of Marching On Together, Wacko, they're all there. In no other way than people care, we are all here and happy to chat if you need someone to talk to, right? 25 years. Honestly, I love where you just talk, Mr. Whitesnake. 25 years in trade. 25 years struggling. Been there, wore the t-shirt. Still wearing it from time to time, aren't you, mate? But no, yeah, appreciate it, buddy. But yeah, there you go. There's a Spotify. Click on that if you want to listen to my music. I'd much appreciated. I just love thinking people listen to it. Absolutely love it. Matty, what sentence would you hand out to the bottle thrower? It's got to be a lifetime ban on it. Seems brutal because, do you know what? Is he an absolute animal for throwing a I don't know what kind of bottle it were, or is he someone potentially going through an hard time who's done a mistake, who's maybe a good guy? And I don't know. It's an Arden. It's black or white in it, and he's thrown something. Luckily, it missed him. Yeah, I mean, I think he'll probably get a lifetime ban from Elland Road. I don't know. I don't like just castrating someone because they've made a mistake. But yeah, out of context, we know context applied. I just have to say, well, yeah, he's probably going to get banned from Elland Road, and it's probably right. You can't be throwing stuff at players. But yeah, I'd like to know what's sort of going on with lads, to be fair, because I think you've got to have something going on there to do that, unless you're just a bit of an idiot, which you could just be that, to be fair, which if that's the case, then gun riddance. I don't know what you'll think, Andy, but let's be fair, he's probably going to get banned, and I think it'll just be a forever ban from Elland Road, which is an absolute crazy decision on his behalf, because I could not imagine what I'd be like if I could never go to Elland Road again, which is what I probably assume will happen. Cheers for tonight, mate. Great vibe. Cheers, Jeff. Just a bit of light-hearted tonight. Late Night Leeds is fun. It's full of energy. I just wanted to come on, put my opinion about Leeds United, share a few little Man United bits here, just set piss. Have a nice, chill Friday, because I've had a bit of a rough week, which I haven't had in a while. It's been roughest week in a while, to be fair, and then a bit of a rough day today. So I wanted to come on and have a bit of a chat with you, and you've lifted my mood. Hopefully some of your moods have been lifted, and we're going to a weekend on a high. Philip, all right, Matty, bro, my phone went dead. I'm back and better than ever. Well, I'm almost ending now, mate. I've been doing nearly 2 hours. But yeah, go back and watch it, can't you? I'll try to connect with you. Thank you. Can't sleep. What a bit. But yeah, it was a Leeds fan. Yeah, a Leeds fan threw a bottle in and just missed it. But yeah, life with possibility of parole. Too many variables. All over. Michelle again. Thank you, love. Thank you. Hope you feel bright. I do. I always feel bright when I come on and have a chat, especially streams like this where it's just very light-hearted and it's just honest people having a bit of a chat about life. Sometimes, you know what I mean? It's international break. I've got things I want to say about Leeds United, but sometimes I just want to chat. Just want to have a laugh. Just want to chat about my family. chat about work, chat about problems, have a chat with chat, whatever. That's just how I sort of am. Just vibe with chat. It's not always just, tactics and this and that. I just, whatever's going on in my head or whatever's going on in your head, we'll just come on here now and again and we'll just put it out there to Ethan and see, throw quite a bit of shit against the wall and we'll see what sticks. And I enjoyed it. I always enjoy this. Night all. Thank you very much. Right. Shall we listen to the rave as we go out? Right, I'll tell you what, right? We'll see what it's in chat, right? You've got the rave. March on together, rave. You've got White and Gold by the Gary Speed ballad, or you've got Imagine Not Being Leeds, a full song. So get it in there. I don't think it's gonna be the rave. Rave, Speedo, Imagine Not Being Leeds. Which one? First one to get 2 comments of the same song, I'm going to play. I'm going to end it on that. You generally give a fuck. That means something. Cheers, Ellie. I do. Let's say I'll reply to you when I end this. You're lovely, lass. I think it was like a plastic cup one. Yeah, I don't think it were a glass bottle, Philip, but obviously it's still not right, is it, buddy? Stuart Jennings, chilled out show tonight. Thanks, Matty. Yeah, no, cheers, Stuart, for watching. Don't know how much of a good watch it was, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's just, just get on here and do it. Right. Imagine Not Being Leeds has won. White and Gold's got 1. Angela and Tezza. Next one gets it. Next one gets it. Always look forward to Imagine Not Being Leeds. Great stream tonight. Yeah, exactly. He will be regretting it now, mate. It's a stupid decision. Thank you. You're welcome, El. Thank you for being so open as well. Great stream tonight, Mate. Thank you. Cheers, Martin. 13 or 14 pints in. Absolute legend. There we have it. White and Gold. There we go. Right. Good night, everybody. Love you all a bits. Take care. Have a great weekend. And yes, White and Gold, the ballad of Gary Speed to play us out. Night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, man. Much love. And thanks again, Michelle, for your super chats. You absolute diamond woman. Thank you. Love you all. I'll speak to you in a bit, El.
Gives Gary Speed a run. Away goes Speed. He's got a start on them all this time. Go on, Gary Speed. Get one yourself, son. And what a great goal.
He wore the white with pride and grace, a Yorkshire lion in his place. From Elland Road to distant fields, a heart of steel, a soul that heals. He rose with youth, he led with might, number 11 burning bright. The crowd would cheer, the cop would sing, for Speedo's magic on the wing. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story is told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you, forever proud, forever true. We touched the sky, champion's dream, we watched it fly. With Batty striking and McAllister too, but Gary, we always look to you. You gave us hope, you gave us fight, you lit our darkest days with light. A gentleman, a warrior bold, your legacy will never grow old. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you, forever proud, forever true. name in stone will still be laid. At Elland Road your spirit walks, in every match, in every talk. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still.